This next training is predominantly used for something that I call excessive self-concern. And excessive self-concern manifests in one of two ways. It manifests as everything is about me. I'm the victim of all situations. I need to be the center of attention all the time. Everything in this world really revolves around me. Or in another variation of this, of excessive self-concern, what we find is we find this kind of, I am the only one that's responsible. I'm the one that has to take care of everything. I'm the one that if I wasn't there, then everything would fall apart. There's this sense of you are the most important, but also in conjunction with that, you are the most important. There's also this kind of sadness or this no one else appreciates me dynamic. Now, a lot of times when we get into those excessive self-concerning states, two results. One is that we tend to get really emotionally activated. We spend a lot of resources neurologically and biologically kind of just hyper-focusing on these things. And then the second thing is that it tends to prevent us from really getting into flow states or getting into creative states or getting into these kind of states of mind that we really would prefer to be in. These kind of joyous, creative kind of flow experiences, these focused, kind of engaging in the things that you truly want to do and you truly desire. And so, ironically, we become our own worst enemies in this type of situation because we're so focused on our sense of self. We tend to not be able to do the things that we truly want to do. So what this training is this is about kind of suppressing that part of the nervous system. And again, we're going back to the default mode network, which is that area of the nervous system that really is our sense of self. So everything that you think about when you identify something about who you are. I'm a mother, I'm a brother, I'm a sister, I'm a parent, something of that nature. I'm a CEO of a company, I'm a I'm a soldier, whatever it is that these things that you identify with, these are locked and loaded in this particular default mode network. And what tends to happen is that we can become very rigid in who and what we think we are when we engage in this system for prolonged periods of time. And it really prevents us from learning and growing. Oftentimes, especially when you're an adult, we tend to inhibit our learning and growing because it makes us feel vulnerable, or it makes us feel young again, or it makes us feel little. And for those of us that have trauma, and we experienced trauma when we were young, we really don't want to feel little or young because that's an incredibly vulnerable state. So what we're really trying to do here is we're trying to shut that system down or turn that system off, or give you the flexibility to go in and out of that system at will. And when you have that capacity, if you find yourself kind of in that excessive self-concern, that perseveration, you can shift out of that state and go into something more productive, or something that is related to something that you truly desire or want, versus feeling as though the burdens of the world are all just kind of left to you and you're the one with all of the weight of the world on your back. This frees you, in a sense. It creates some malleability in your behaviors and your functioning and your ability to interact with the world. So really, this is about flexibility, and this is about reallocation of resources into what we truly desire versus what we're holding on to and we think is us, even though the thing that we're holding on to and that we think that we are is holding us back. Okay.